explain your gimmick, brother. You're the fanny pack man, right? The fanny pack kid. Sorry. You're not a man. You're still a kid. But men wear fanny packs back in the day.
They do now.
Uh, would you say, Daniel?
They still do.
Well, not okay. Anyway,
You tell
um,
Braun Strowman. You tell Braun Strowman to take his fanny pack off, or he's not a man. I'm pretty sure he's
Oh
gonna.
yeah.
I didn't say
Now
you
that you,
weren't a. I didn't say you weren't a
that's
man if you
right.
wore a fanny pack. I wear a book bag. My kids call it a satchel.
That's right.
Um,
That's right. I saw him on Friday.
It's
I
European.
saw him on Friday. I wasn't going to say anything. I did say something to Michael Hayes, but not to Braun.
Oh, Michael Hayes. Michael Hayes must have his life in that thing. But anyway, go ahead. The floor is yours, dude. What's the and your music is part of it as well.
Yeah.
You're a big Wham, right?
Love Wham. Yeah.
Okay, please explain all this to me, man.
So when I started, I was 16, and
Okay.
it's not realistic for a 16-year-old to be, a tough guy and, this bad dude who's going to mess someone up. It's not believable. And at that time was when kind of like the 80s theme was kind of making a comeback. And like some stores were selling like retro tracksuits and fanny packs like started to come back, and even the mullet. And I was like, well, I like Wham. And I like Wham because of Careless Whisper that was in the Deadpool movie, the first Deadpool. And that was my introduction to Wham. And from that, it just kind of, ended up in a hole and listened to all sorts of songs. And I found Wake Me Up Before You Go Go.
Oh,
And
there's karaoke right there.
and it kind of just spiraled to where I would come out with, the bright colors, the visor, the fanny pack, and I used to treat the fanny pack like head.
Mhm.
Talk to the fanny pack, and then after one match at the merch table, a kid comes up with his mom and dad and goes, "Hey, mom, dad, look, it's that fanny pack kid." And I was like, "Oh, sweet, that's awesome." And from then on, like the fanny pack, I wrestle with it on, and I call it the power of the pack. And inside that fanny pack is like cards that fans have made, or bracelets that the kids have made, friendship bracelets, and I wrestle with that. And it's true because it is the power of the pack. It's the motivation, and it kind of keeps me going.
Do you have layers to this character, or are you worried about how do I say this without going really behind the curtain here? Do you have help me out, Daniel? I see your brain is churning. You know what I'm getting good at.
Layers to it as far as
A transition.
evolution of the character.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
And I can see it firsthand since he's came into OVW, and even the time when you saw him when he came into Impact Wrestling at the time, TNA, to do those matches. There has been an evolution of his character. And I mean, Cal can talk more, elaborate more about that, but yes, it's definitely an evolution for sure.
Okay. Okay. So do you find that gimmick to all right, so here would be my first thought. I'm thinking about my son right now. Okay. He's your age. He's in college. And I think, and this is not to take jabs at all. I'm saying, me personally, I don't feel this way, but I think he would. I don't know. Would have a hard time taking you serious as a guy who's going to whip somebody's ass.
Yes.
Okay, and that's my point. That as well. There's more, but I'm not going to get behind the curtain like that. I'm saying, do you find like your dad or Al saying, "All right, you got to kind of make this where more believable that you're going to beat somebody's ass"? You know what I mean?
Yes. So Al actually had this talk with me about maybe a year and a half ago.
I'm on Al's brain.
Heck yeah.
Be careful.
Oh,
Be careful.
I
with that.
know,
Be careful.
I know. I don't want to be
Careful.
on his brain. I don't want to be there.
Dad jokes are coming.
Um, yeah. So like now at OVW, I'm no longer the fanny pack kid because I don't.
Really?
Yeah, I've completely changed that. I don't come out with the fanny pack, and now I'm Kal Herro. And the last year since that conversation has been developing, like I don't dance anymore, but I still have the main thing that's kind of just stayed the same is the connection with the kids that make the wristbands and they make the signs, and like we got our own little handshakes and stuff. Like that is still shown every time I go out, but you're not going to see me doing the jitterbug in the ring anymore.
Oh man, shit, I like it.
Ah.
Trust me, I miss it too, but it would be time to evolve. And like still on like indie shows, like other places, some promoters still want the fanny pack kid. So, and that's still a part of me. Like I wear a fanny pack everywhere I go. So that part, will always be.
You have one on now?
I actually took it off for this.
Ah, you lie. You lie.
Took it off.
Sorry, I have to expand on this a little, but do you sell fanny packs? Is that one of your merchandise? There you go.
Wow. Okay.
There you go. Good hook.
I'm going to say this. I've seen, some amazing talent sell merch. I'm sure you guys have too. But Cal's line is always long, and those kids are ready to buy that merch. And I will say Cal's smart, and maybe having a dad that's a businessman teaching him these things, but he knows like every couple months, all of a sudden he has a new T-shirt. All of a sudden he has it's
So Daniel, are you saying he's actually a Kal Hardy?
That would say he would fit right in with those groups, and I'm sure I could see those guys tagging together in a 6-man and then selling out merch like crazy. So yeah, 100%.
Hey Kal, we're trying to get you a job, bro. Working with the Hardys.
A good night. That sounds like a real.
Yeah.
Hey,